Hello again, this is Victor James, author of the Megacosm, and I want to talk about one of the best games that has, for the most part, been forgotten about, and that is Vanquish. So first off, shout out to Scirocco, whose gameplay footage is used as an example. Check out his full playthrough in the link below. So I noticed lately that most gamers are becoming disheartened with modern games, and are going back to older games that are more polished, they're complete, and not just walking simulators. And if that's what you're looking for, you can't go wrong with Vanquish. Now I have a soft spot for mech games, so Vanquish is right up my alley. Developed by Platinum Games, which you probably heard about from Bayonetta and their criminally underrated Transformers Devastation game, Vanquish is a third-person shooter that implemented many mechanics and created new gameplay innovations that fit perfectly with their mech design. And the story of Vanquish is great in my opinion. The people of Earth fight for scarce resources. The US has launched a space colony to help alleviate the lack of resources. However, the station is taken over by a rogue Russian group called the Order of the Russian Star, who destroys San Francisco, which probably be cheered in real life. The Order demands the US surrenders or else New York is next. Again, that's threatening people with a good time. Alright, I'm kidding. In Vanquish, you play as DARPA researcher Sam Gideon, who designed the Augmented Reaction Suit, the ARS, which he wears throughout the game. An army of Space Marines are sent in to infiltrate the station and return it back to US hands, and they need Sam his ARS suit. And DARPA also sees this mission as a good opportunity to test out the suit. And honestly, the ARS suit is what sets Vanquish apart, as it controls a myriad of systems and weapons. One of the systems allows Sam to traverse a dangerous battlefield with a slide that puts him in a position to outmaneuver his enemies. At the time, this was an innovative system that put the gameplay of Vanquish to the next level. It would be fun if this was the only mechanic that they innovated, but there was more. The battlesuit slide usually leads to the AR mode, in which the battlesuit increases the reaction of the user, resulting in a what we call bullet time that allows you to dispatch your enemy in stylish fashion. The combination of the slide and the AR mode made the bullet hell battlefield a joy to conquer. As you advance on levels that are pretty diverse and very treacherous, you will need every one of these skills just to survive. The ARS also has a blade system, which stands for Battlefield Logic Adaptable Electronic Weapons System. I know that doesn't make sense, but if you see it on paper, it takes the B from the Battlefield, L from Logic, AD from Adaptable, and E from Electronic. So blade. That can scan various weapons and allow you to store up to 3 at a time. Plus you're allowed to carry 2 grenades and take cover behind breakable walls. Now at first glance, it might sound like Sam is OP, but that's hardly the case. If you overuse the booster slide, which I promise you will, the suit will overheat, making Sam unable to use his booster and less mobile. Plus the enemies are not super hard, but they're not soft either depending what level you play at. The AI take cover and often try to take the high ground, using sniper fire and overwhelming bullets that force them to take cover behind objects that wilt under their unrelenting attack. The Order also use their own mechs that decimate the Space Marines but can be commandeered to change the course of battle. Now it said that regular enemies were not that hard, and that's because the boss fights are on another level. I picked this particular boss fight scene of Scirocco's gameplay footage because of how difficult and exhilarating it was. Now I don't want to hype up Vanquish as being a Souls-like difficult game, it's not that hard, but these boss fights will challenge your wits as the condition of victory continues to change. So right when you think you've won and could relax, the boss comes back with another level of difficulty that tests your stamina and skill. So in all, if you're going to go back and play old games that are fun, polished, and complete, I'd give Vanquish a try. You can actually buy it digitally, which I don't recommend, because you can still buy the physical disc for as little as $10 on PS3 and Xbox One. But the way things are going with deletion and censorship, I think it's as good to own as many physical video games as possible. I mean, who knows if they're going to go back and delete parts of the Vanquish video game just because Sam likes to stop for a smoke every once in a while. So as usual, you can buy my book, Fiasco Adventure, on Amazon. Right now it's on sale for $13.67. I only have 3 available at this price, so I'd go ahead and give it a try. You can also buy it at Kindle for $9.99. I also have my website, themegacosm.com. Here I still have my book again, Fiasco Adventures. You have my shop where you can buy it from me directly, or you can shop from Amazon. I also have a book called The Mark. I don't talk about this as much. It's a 99-cent novelette, and you can read the description, but it's actually selling really well, and people are starting to like this book. So I can go ahead and give that a read too as well. And here you can read my short stories for free. I also have my first chapter of Fiasco Adventures on my website. This way you can read the first chapter, see if it's something that you're interested in, and that you might want to buy if you like the first chapter. If you don't want to go to my website, I know people don't like to go to different websites. I also have a Substack. You know, a lot of people are on Substack, so you can read the same chapter on my Substack. And I also have the Megacosm Instagram. don't have the first chapter of Fiasco on Instagram, but I'm available there too. So that's it for now. God bless you and keep you. That's it, I'm done.